Hi, I'm Dana, and today is the first of the 60th anniversary episodes of Doctor Who, and I'm so excited I could vomit at any fucking minute. I'm not even supposed to swear in it, so I don't care this time because I'm so excited. So I've just been and done a food shop so I can eat it up for the day. This is my Thanksgiving, this is my Christmas, this is my birthday, this is my Valentine's Day and Easter all rolled into one. This is, oh, I'm excited. So everything needs to be perfect because otherwise it won't be as good as it should be. And that means that we have prep to do. So as I say, I've already done my food shop. I want to shower and wash my hair. I want to put my clothes away and hoover my room. I need to hang some laundry. I need to edit a video so that I'm not stressed about doing that tomorrow. So that basically I need to set everything up so I don't feel any sort of anxiety about anything. Everywhere I look looks just right, and then I can fully enjoy the episode the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed, because if I don't enjoy it the way that it's supposed to be enjoyed, my life's not worth living, frankly. Like, I know it's not that big a deal, but it also massively really actually is to me. I don't necessarily want it to be, but that's the way it is, and I already have the absolute fear that it's just not going to be a good episode or that I'm not going to enjoy it. So I need to do everything I can in like my own personal life to make sure that I enjoy it as much as I possibly can, even if it's not the best episode. And this is how autism works. I'm stressed about something I'm actively excited about. It's ridiculous. It's silly. It's so silly. But yeah, I thought I'd vlog it. I thought we'd have a little day together. I mean, it's not much of a day together. It's 2 minutes to 12. It'll be a day together. We're gonna watch the episode at the end of it. We'll share some thoughts, won't we, baby boy? We'll share what we think about it. I think it'll just be a bit of fun. Welcome to the voiceover section where this becomes like every other vlog I've ever done, because I'm an autistic person that has basically the same routine every single day of my life. So it is the same. That's why I stopped doing vlogs. I did like 6 of them and then I was like, they're all exactly the same but with me in different outfits. But this does feel more exciting because I was doing all this in preparation for Doctor Who, despite it being the stuff that I just normally do on the day-to-day. But my breakfast was new because I've been really struggling only eating 1 meal a day. It's awful. So I actually had 2 on this day, specifically because I was like, I'm gonna need the energy to watch Doctor Who. I don't want to be too tired. I don't want to not be feeling good. I need to like fuel myself up so that I have the full energy to emotionally be decimated by Doctor Who. And then I put on my little Doctor Who inspired outfit, starry socks, starry cardigan that I accidentally stole off my friend. I swear it was an accident, even though I said for months I was going to steal it. My new Shooty Gatwa t-shirt, and I did my dishes. I was a person. I did indeed put my washing away and shower and wash my hair and do the dishes and eat and hoover. Which means realistically now I should be editing a video for tomorrow, but I keep thinking how cool it'd be if this video went up tomorrow instead. So as long as I just actually film enough, because I've been bad at filming so far, and edit it tonight or tomorrow morning, and schedule it in time, that could be fine. But yeah, I should be editing a video, but what I realistically want to do is watch some Doctor Who. I also need to start my tea soon, because I'm doing roast potatoes and they take a really long time. Doctor Who's going to be on in like 3 hours. I'm so excited. I think I might actually eat afterwards because it's on at 6:30 and it's pretty early. I'm going to eat afterwards. Might save me roast for tomorrow actually and eat something else. I'm going to save my roast for tomorrow and eat something else. This is a riveting fucking vlog. I bet you're all so excited to be doing this with me. Yeah, see, I would do other things, but I can't really focus on other things because Doctor Who's on in like 3 hours. I decided that I should be on trend with the right era of Doctor Who, I suppose. So I watched Stolen Earth and Journey's End. They're just the most iconic, perfect episodes. I love them. And Rose comes back and all the good things happen. We get Davros and it's a whole thing. And I was so proud of myself for how well I timed to finish these 2 episodes and then have exactly 25 minutes to cook my dinner so that I could sit down with like 3-4 minutes to spare before the episode started. I was proud of myself. And to show you the setup, that's the setup. I've had the same setup for many years. I just switch out bits as I go vegan or whatever else, but that's that. Yeah, I was ready. I will say though, I did hate the like weird little recap intro thing we did at the start. I get why they had to do it, but as a fan who knows exactly what's about to happen to me, I didn't need it. This is beautiful. This is so stunning. This looks amazing. I still kind of hate the logo even though it's vintage, but the rest of it is beautiful. Oh, it's ridiculous. Look at us getting more David Tennant's the Doctor.
There we are.
Thank you very much.
Oh, straight away.
That ship didn't crash. It parked.
No signs of life?
Here's the terrifying and impossible inclusion that people were talking about.
Looking for. Anyone has a go, I will be there and I will descend. I'm a go, darling. 15 years. It's just this
15 years.
gap. It's no great mystery. Doctor.
First jammy dodger of the
That's a
episode.
double-bladed.
That's, sorry about the stairs, but Geneva says to go in immediately.
Don't make me the problem, just get in there. Why won't you speak to the little me? Be my friend. Be my friend. No. Please be my friend. They can't talk. What the hell?
Grandad, Wilf.
He's not with us anymore.
Right. Of course. He wasn't young, was he? I love that man.
He's 94, he can't manage the stairs.
Oh, we were lucky we couldn't afford it, but the sofa came along.
It's amazing. He's got this room, like a cottage and a garden, and it's almost free.
We can buy that lot in the middle of town. Unit. This will be the
Hates looking after Will.
You're assuming he as a pronoun.
True. Yes. Sorry. Good point. Are you he or she or they?
My chosen pronoun is the definite article. I am always for me.
We just had a pronoun discussion in Doctor Who.
Sure now. He wants you dead.
The Rose Warriors, they cultivate meat kind for our beautiful fur. But then the galaxy said, no more fur, it's wrong.
Since when can the sonic screwdriver do things like that? Like, it's fucking sick, but what the hell? Oh, I love a little evil me. I was rooting for you. Psychedelic Sun Soldiers would be such a good band name. This is so end of time reminiscent.
You'll die.
My daughter is down there. It's not just Rose. It's 9 million people.
Much power for one person, but you had a child, and the meta crisis passed down.
Yes!
You've got all that power, but there is a way to get rid of it. Something a malpresenting Time Lord will never understand.
Just let it go.
And we choose to let it go.
Don't you, Wilf?
Now that's
Just a suggestion.
I mean it, don't you dare! Imagine his face, Mum.
What, spaceman?
Oh!
Switch over to BBC Three and BBC iPlayer now for Doctor Who Unleashed.
Forgot we were getting basically confidential bar.
Ian X Strictly, fresh back from Blackpool.
I hate the Buffy sounds on it. I'm gonna watch Doctor Who Unleashed and then I think I'll come to you with some final thoughts. It is indeed the next day because I watched... I don't remember what they're calling it. It's Doctor Who Confidential. I'm sorry, that's what it is. I don't know why they've given it a new name. Is it Doctor Who Unleashed? It's Doctor Who Confidential. I fucking loved it. Watched that. Then went back and watched the episode again. And by then I'd tired myself out, so I just went to bed. But I want to quickly share some thoughts about it before I edit it so y'all can watch it. So I know that I've reached a point in life where I have extremely unpopular opinions about Doctor Who. I don't think most people agree with me. I don't think most people feel the way about the show that I do. But it's the way that I feel about it. And I was very worried that this would be the end of me liking Doctor Who, to be honest. I really thought that this, like this was a very make or break episode for me because Jodie's era was perfect for me. I know everyone else fucking hated it, but I loved the writing, I loved the acting, I loved the characters, I loved the casting. Like, I really have adored everything about the show from season 11 to season 13. Like, I love most aspects of the show, but the end of Smith's era when we had Clara and pretty much all of Capaldi's era just did not do it for me. Is this working for you? Because it's not working for me. Like, we've had quite a significant amount of time where I didn't love Doctor Who in the way that I wanted to, you know? Like, I loved it, but I'd sit down to watch every episode and be like, that was an episode of Doctor Who. And then we got Jodie and Chibs, and suddenly I sat down to watch episodes and I'd finish them and I'd be like in tears and be like, that was Doctor Who. That was the Doctor Who that got me excited as a child and made me love it. And it was perfect. So having that era end has been kind of horrible for me, honestly. I try not to like be too dramatic about it because I know it's just a TV show, but it's also my TV show I love and adore. So it was kind of horrible to have my favourite perfect era that felt like it was like a part of me near enough end. So this was a very make or break episode, and I was like if I hadn't enjoyed this episode, I think my special interest in Doctor Who would have been over and I would have been like, oh, that was a thing that I enjoyed for a really long time, huh? But it was perfect. It was perfect. You know, like, I went into that whole spiel then because I think that most Doctor Who fans will be aware of what's been going on, and the way that, for me personally, basically the fandom fucking turned on me, and every fucking tweet and TikTok and Instagram post and whatever else that I saw about my favourite show, all of the comments would be people hating on the parts that I love the most and asking them to bring back things that I don't really care for and so on and so forth. So when they announced that they were bringing back David Tennant and Catherine Tate, I was like, oh, they're doing it. They're listening to all the people that don't like the bits that I like and realistically just don't like people like me, and they're listening to them and they're going to put it back to like how it used to be and take away all the bits that make it a show that I actually like have a much deeper bond with than I ever have before, despite it having always been my favourite show. Like, I really thought they were just going to take away a lot of the elements of like inclusion and the bits that make me feel understood and comforted, you know? And they just made so clear from the very like first fucking intro to the episode that that is not what's happening, and that they understand what it meant to the people like me to have that era of Doctor Who. And as much as we're moving on and creating a new era, hopefully eventually once we get past this stuff, like, I'm not the best at putting my opinions into words for stuff like this, but it just, I felt included. It felt like it understood who it's for. And I think as much as I love Chib's era and I love Jodie and it felt like it was for me, I think that so far these special episodes, and most likely the era that we're going into as Shooty, are going to still have that for me and still contain that, because this episode definitely did, but also have more elements of Doctor Who that everybody else enjoys and that everybody else sees as being part of Doctor Who, which maybe has been lacking for a little while for some people. It was perfect for me, but I understand it won't be for everyone. Like, I've ended up having quite a love-hate relationship with Donna through my own trauma. I didn't ever want to call it that, but basically my mum was obsessed with the Catherine Tate show, and there's honestly only so many times that you can take from the ages of like 12 to 16 where you're trying to have a conversation with your mother or trying to ask your mother for something and she's just looking you dead in the fucking face and saying face bothered. Like, you can only do that so many times, and I had that a lot of fucking times. So I ran out of memory. But yeah, so I wasn't a big Catherine Tate fan, and I was a bit like, why are we bringing Donna back? And then we saw Donna and she was Donna and not Catherine Tate, and I was like, God, I do fucking love Donna actually, and I was so happy to see her, and having the Doctor react to her hearing the name Rose again, but then having Rose be such a cool, fresh, new fucking character, and oh, I love them. I love every single fucking character that this show brings in. I love the way that they've done everything. I loved the Meep. I really, really loved the Meep, because we've seen a bunch of marketing of that, and I didn't really know what to expect from it, and it wasn't that. I wasn't expecting that. That was so fun. It was such a fun plot. It was such a great episode. It included so many things that I like begged and prayed and hoped that it would include. I'm really, really happy, and I'm so excited to watch the next episode. I'm so excited to continue having my show where like each episode I'm like, I can't wait for that to come out. I can't wait to watch that. This is my show. This is my thing that I really fucking love, because it's great. And like Doctor Who is one of the only things that I've had throughout like every era of my life. Like there has not been a point in my life where I'm not a Doctor Who fan, or I'm not currently like in some way engaging with something to do with Doctor Who, you know? And to be able to like have back a part, like, as this is getting way too deep for a TV show, I'm aware, but as someone who like didn't have a good childhood and didn't enjoy the majority of my childhood, to get something from my childhood, like literally like David Tennant and Catherine Tate as the Doctor and Donna were ripped from my fucking childhood and just put back in front of me as a 26-year-old, like it healed something inside of me, man. It really like made something inside of me be all like warm and fuzzy and nice for the first time in a very long time. It made me feel a lot of things. It was a very good plot in my opinion. The new intro and the new like all of it's really, really great. And I've not commented on Russell T Davies' writing, because I've always loved Russell T Davies. I was terrified he was going to fuck this up, don't get me wrong, but I also kind of knew that he wouldn't, because he's never done it to me before. So yeah, I'm going to round off here. They're my final thoughts on the first episode of the 60th anniversary specials of Doctor Who. I also, as someone who from like the moment I got into the show was told like, you won't like it forever, it's just a silly little show, you know, and like then at like 14 my mum took me to Cardiff because they were like, oh shit, she's actually not getting over the show. And now we're at the 60th anniversary, y'all. Like I sat down for the 50th and now we've had the 60th and we're gonna get a couple more oh, I love this show. I love this show so much. It's such like a built-in part of my fucking personality. It's disgusting, but I love it. So yeah, that's me. If you're new here, I'm Dana. I post on Thursdays and Sundays. I mostly talk about being autistic, but I am trying to venture more into just like, I want to talk more about like accessibility for people with physical disabilities, because that's a massive issue that I've recently like become aware of, and I really liked that was included in Doctor Who. Like I've been so excited about the bits that I really personally relate to that I didn't even think to mention the parts that I just think are really great inclusivity, but they were there too. But yeah, that's the content I usually make. I would like to make more fun things like this. I want to do more little vlogs again. I had a little phase where I was doing little vlogs and they were quite fun, but I want to like up the production game a bit on them and make them a bit more cinematic or whatever. Not that I did here, like I completely forgot to film for like in half of this, but you know, we trying, we learning, we posting stuff and trying to just have fun and have a good time, and it doesn't need to be super serious and super whatever. So you can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram or Twitter. If you want to donate to me monetarily, you can do so on Ko-fi or by becoming a Patreon or YouTube member, but there's no pressure in a cost of living crisis. I get it, it's fine. I'm always very awkward when I ask for money because I don't want to ask for money. I would rather just put the links there, and if people want to donate, they'd be able to find them. But if I don't mention it, then people won't find them, because that's how context and finding things works. So I have to, but I don't like it. Yeah, that's me. I'm just a little fucking autistic nerd that's trying to have a good time and not managing it mostly. But whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year, and if you haven't watched Doctor Who yet, go and watch it.